My name is Olivia Watson. I graduated from South Columbus High School in Tabor City, North Carolina in 2014. I am currently a junior at North Carolina State University, majoring in agriculture education. Farming has been a part of this country's history since colonial days. Families have grown up and worked on family farms for generations. However, the family farm in America is now in danger. This is a story of one family's effort to make sure the legacy of farming and family farms continues for years to come. That family is my family. What can someone do to keep the tradition of farming on a family farm alive? This story tells what my family did and is still doing to make sure the legacy of family farms continues. My grandfather, Fred Lay, grew up on a family farm in rural southeastern North Carolina when tobacco was still king. He went to college at North Carolina State University from 1947 to 1951. While he was at NCSU, he studied agriculture education. When he graduated, he returned home to his family farm. In addition to operating the family farm with his two brothers, he introduced farming to his children, his two sons and his daughter. This kept his family's legacy going, but he also helped keep the legacy for others alive by teaching agriculture in the public school system for 36 years at the same high school where he graduated. Over the period of time, my grandfather taught hundreds of students to respect the land they came from and how to earn a living using their hands and their minds alongside their loved ones. He promoted farming as a wholesome way of life. He encouraged his students to join and become active in the future farmers of America because he truly believed that his students were the future of farming. He was an active FFA sponsor his entire teaching career and supported his students as they participated in hundreds of FFA events and competitions. He worked alongside his own children on the family farm and taught each one of them in the classroom. They were all involved in FFA like their dad, holding officer positions and competing in career development events for their high school chapter. His daughter, Marlette, was the FFA State Sweetheart in 1981, and she is still the FFA State Sweetheart. His three children followed in his footsteps and all went to North Carolina State University. My Uncle Emmett played basketball at NC State under legendary coaches Norm Sloan and Jim Valvano. After graduation, he returned home to teach history in the public school system and coach basketball. My Uncle Ellis graduated from North Carolina State University with a degree in horticulture and returned home, where he started a successful wholesale nursery operation on the family farm. My mother, Marlette, attended NCSU from 1982 to 1986. During her years at NCSU, she was a member of the Wolfpack Cheerleaders and was the captain of the national champion squad in 1986. She followed her hero, her dad, into agriculture education. When she graduated from NCSU, she opened a plant leasing business, but it wasn't long before she found herself in the classroom teaching at the same high school where her dad taught and where she attended. My mom is now in her 26th year teaching agriculture. She continues the tradition started by her dad at Tabor City High School. She teaches students to love agriculture and teaches them life skills they can use if they don't pursue farming or agriculture as a profession. She is a plant lady, and her classes is the most popular class in school because she makes learning fun. Like her dad, she is an FFA advisor and encourages her students to join and become active in the FFA. Just like her dad, she taught her children in the classroom, me and my little sister Sarah. Even though my sister and I did not grow up on the family farm, my mom made sure we learned at an early age the lessons that she learned from her dad. Farming is a skill that is handed down from generation to generation, and she did her part to make sure we learned these valuable life skills and lessons. As high school students, both my sister and I were very involved in the FFA. Holding multiple officer positions and competing in various career development events, as a sophomore, I was fortunate enough to win the state FFA prepared public speaking competition. I used this opportunity to advocate for NC farmers by presenting my award-winning speech, Protecting the Thin Green Line, to the North Carolina General Assembly. My sister Sarah has also been a state finalist in the same competition twice, as well as participating on the forestry team. When I graduated from high school, I enrolled at NC State like my grandfather, my uncles, and my mom. Initially, I was a student in the Women in Science and Engineering program at NC State. Like my mom, I cheer for the Wolfpack on football Saturdays. Like my grandfather and my mom, I soon discovered that my true love was in agriculture. I guess it is in my genes. I found my home at the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences, where I am an agriculture education student. When my grandfather retired from teaching, he returned home to the family farm and worked with his son in his nursery operation. He continued to support his beloved Wolfpack, the FFA, and farming. I never got the privilege to meet this great man. He passed away before I was born in a tragic accident doing what he loved, working on the farm. However, the legacy he started continues on through his children and grandchildren, educators, agriculturalists, and farmers. As students of agriculture, we will always be connected to the land from which we came. Some of us will return to it. Some of us will put down roots on new land. Wherever you find yourself, there will be a sunrise and a sunset over a nearby field of corn or cotton. I challenge you to help me and my family keep the legacy of farming and family farms alive. What is at stake is the future of the family farm in America, not only as a profession, but as a way of life.